Alright, everyone gather round because today we are diving deep into a topic that still sends shivers down my spine and tugs at the heartstrings of football fans worldwide. We're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and what many believe was his final World Cup appearance in Qatar 2022. This wasn't just any tournament. It felt like the closing chapter of an epic saga for one of the greatest athletes to ever grace the pitch. I remember watching those games with bated breath, feeling the immense weight of expectation on his shoulders and on the entire Portuguese squad. We all knew this moment was coming. This crossroads where age meets ambition and legacy hangs in the balance. So let's rewind and relive every moment, every controversy, and every emotional high and low from what might truly have been Cristiano Ronaldo's last dance on the grandest stage of all. This is a story about passion, pressure, and the relentless pursuit of an elusive dream. From the moment the World Cup draw was announced, placing Portugal in Group H alongside Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea, the buzz was palpable. Everyone was dissecting the matchups, predicting outcomes, and most importantly speculating on how Ronaldo would perform. He was no longer the explosive winger of his youth, but a seasoned goal-scoring machine, a true footballing icon who had adapted his game over 2 decades at the very top. The question wasn't just if he would score, but how he would lead his team. His journey to Qatar had already been a roller coaster, marked by a challenging period at Manchester United that culminated in a very public and acrimonious departure just before the tournament began. This added an unprecedented layer of drama and scrutiny to his World Cup campaign. Imagine carrying the hopes of a nation while simultaneously navigating such a tumultuous personal and professional landscape. It was a testament to his mental fortitude that he even stepped onto that pitch with such focus. Portugal's qualifying campaign itself wasn't straightforward either, requiring a tense playoff victory against North Macedonia to secure their spot. This demonstrated that even with a squad brimming with talent, success was never guaranteed and that every step of the journey was hard-fought. Ronaldo had been instrumental in those qualifiers, scoring crucial goals and providing leadership. When it mattered most, his presence alone seemed to elevate the entire team. As the tournament kicked off, the atmosphere was electric, and the world watched as Portugal faced Ghana in their opening match. This was Ronaldo's chance to set the tone, and he did not disappoint, scoring a penalty to become the first male player to score in 5 different World Cups. That moment was pure history, a testament to his longevity and an immediate reminder of his unparalleled goal-scoring prowess. It was a record-breaking feat that instantly etched his name even deeper into the annals of football history. The celebration was iconic, a mix of relief and pure joy that reverberated through the stadium and across screens worldwide. It felt like a statement that despite everything, he was still here, still hungry, still breaking records. This goal wasn't just about the 3 points. It was about reaffirming his status and silencing any lingering doubts about his relevance. It was a performance that reminded everyone why he is considered one of the all-time greats. Next up was Uruguay, a familiar foe from the 2018 World Cup where they had eliminated Portugal. This match was a chance for redemption and another opportunity for Ronaldo to make his mark. Portugal secured a 2-0 victory with Bruno Fernandes scoring both goals, but there was a moment that perfectly encapsulated Ronaldo's relentless desire for goals. He initially claimed the first goal, believing he had got a touch on Fernandes's cross, a testament to his predatory instincts and unwavering belief in his ability to score. Even though it was later credited to Fernandes, that moment showed us the competitive fire that still burned so brightly within him. He wanted every single goal, every single record, every single moment of glory. It's that insatiable hunger that has defined his career and driven him to achieve so much. It's what makes him truly unique and utterly captivating to watch. The final group stage match against South Korea saw Portugal already qualified for the knockout rounds. This was an opportunity for manager Fernando Santos to rotate the squad and give some players a rest. Ronaldo started the game but was substituted in the 65th minute, a decision that sparked some discussion. While it was a practical move, it also hinted at the evolving dynamics within the team and perhaps a slight shift in his undisputed central role. Despite the substitution and the 2-1 loss to South Korea, Portugal topped their group heading into the knockout stages. The team had shown flashes of brilliance but also moments of vulnerability. The narrative around Ronaldo was complex, a mix of admiration for his record-breaking feats and questions about his overall impact on the team's fluidity. It was clear that the stakes were about to get even higher. Then came the round of 16 clash against Switzerland, a match that would become a pivotal moment not just for Portugal but for Ronaldo's entire World Cup narrative. The team sheet dropped and the world collectively gasped. Cristiano Ronaldo was on the bench. It was a decision that sent shockwaves through the footballing world, an almost unthinkable move for a player of his stature. I remember my jaw hitting the floor when I saw it. Manager Fernando Santos explained it as a tactical decision emphasizing team balance and freshness. But for a player who had started almost every significant game of his career, it was a monumental moment. It symbolized a potential shift in power, a recognition that perhaps the team could thrive without him as the undisputed focal point. It was a bold and controversial call that immediately put the spotlight on Santos. What followed was a performance that no one could have predicted. Gonzalo Ramos, the young striker who replaced Ronaldo in the starting lineup, delivered an absolutely sensational hat-trick. Portugal dismantled Switzerland with a stunning 6-1 victory, a performance filled with attacking flair and ruthless efficiency. It was a masterclass that showcased the depth of Portuguese talent and their ability to play free-flowing football. Ronaldo eventually came on as a substitute in the 73rd minute to a thunderous roar from the crowd, a mix of support and perhaps a little bit of curiosity about how he would react. He played his part in the closing stages, but the headlines were already written. Gonzalo Ramos had seized his moment, and the team had flourished in Ronaldo's absence. It was a bittersweet moment for fans of Ronaldo, seeing his team excel without him at the helm. The quarter-final against Morocco was the next hurdle, and once again Ronaldo started on the bench. The decision was now less shocking but still deeply significant. Portugal struggled to break down a resilient and well-organized Moroccan side who had already surprised Spain in the previous round. Morocco's defense was an impenetrable wall and their counterattacks were sharp and dangerous. It was clear this would be a tough challenge. Morocco scored in the 42nd minute through Youssef En-Nesyri, capitalizing on a defensive error. The stadium erupted with Moroccan fans and the pressure on Portugal intensified. Ronaldo was brought on in the 51st minute, a desperate roll of the dice to inject some magic and turn the tide. The expectation was immense. Everyone hoped he could pull off another one of his legendary comebacks. He truly did, pushing forward, making runs and looking for that crucial equalizer. But it wasn't enough. The Moroccan defense held firm and the final whistle blew, confirming Portugal's elimination from the World Cup. The image of Ronaldo walking off the pitch in tears, visibly distraught, is one that will forever be etched in my memory. It was a raw, unfiltered display of emotion from a man who had given his entire career to this dream. That moment was incredibly poignant because it felt like the end of an era. It wasn't just a loss. It was the crushing realization that his lifelong ambition of winning a World Cup with Portugal might never be fulfilled. The tears weren't just for the defeat but for the dream that slipped through his fingers. It was a heartbreaking scene for anyone who appreciates the sheer dedication and passion he brings to the game. So, was it a failure? That's a question that still sparks heated debate. For many, a World Cup without a trophy is a failure, especially for a player of Ronaldo's caliber. But I see it differently. I think it was a complex culmination of factors, a necessary transition for Portugal and a challenging personal chapter for Ronaldo. It was a moment of evolution for the national team. His role in the team had undoubtedly shifted. He was no longer the sole superstar carrying the weight of the attack, but rather a crucial part of a talented ensemble. His presence, even from the bench, commanded respect and attention. He was still a leader, an icon who inspired his teammates, even if his on-field minutes were reduced. His influence extended beyond just goals. The emergence of players like Gonçalo Ramos, João Felix and Rafael Leão during the tournament showcased Portugal's incredible depth and their ability to play a more fluid, less Ronaldo-centric style of football. This was a significant development, a sign that Portugal was moving towards a more collective approach. It was a glimpse into the future of Portuguese football. Comparing his situation to other aging legends in major tournaments is insightful. Think of Pelé in 1970 or Maradona in 1994. While those situations were different, they highlight the challenge of maintaining peak performance and relevance as time marches on. Ronaldo's longevity itself is a marvel. But even for him, the physical demands of international football eventually catch up. It's an inevitable part of every athlete's journey. The post-World Cup fallout was swift and impactful. Ronaldo's club situation was resolved with a groundbreaking move to Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr, a decision that further cemented his legacy as a global pioneer. This move opened up new avenues for football and for his brand, but also signaled a departure from the elite European club stage. It was a bold new chapter in his career. The question of whether he will play another World Cup in 2026 looms large. By then he will be 41 years old, an age where very few outfield players compete at the highest international level. While his dedication to fitness is legendary, the physical toll and the emergence of even younger talent make it a formidable challenge. It would be an unprecedented feat if he were to feature. Portugal's squad is brimming with young, exciting talent who will be in their prime in 2026. Players like Rafael Leão, João Felix, Vitinha and Nuno Mendes are all developing rapidly and will be pushing for starting spots. The competition for places will be fierce, and the team will likely evolve further. The future of Portuguese football looks incredibly bright. For Ronaldo to make it to 2026, he would need to maintain an extraordinary level of fitness and performance, and perhaps more importantly, the national team manager would need to see a role for him. It's not impossible given his track record, but it would require an almost superhuman effort and a very specific set of circumstances. It's a testament to his ambition that we even consider it a possibility. Ultimately, the unfulfilled dream of a World Cup trophy for Cristiano Ronaldo remains a poignant part of his story. For many fans and pundits, a World Cup title is the ultimate validation, the crowning achievement that would definitively settle the GOAT debate. It's the one major trophy that has eluded him throughout his illustrious career. It's the missing piece in his unparalleled collection. Does this impact his overall legacy? I believe it adds a layer of human vulnerability to his otherwise superhuman career. It shows that even the greatest athletes can't conquer every single challenge. His legacy is already secured by his 5 Champions League titles, his numerous league titles, his 5 Ballon d'Or awards, and his record-breaking goal tallies for club and country. He is already a legend beyond compare. A World Cup would have been the cherry on top, a fairy tale ending that would have perfectly capped off his incredible journey. But its absence doesn't diminish his monumental achievements or the joy he has brought to millions of fans around the globe. His impact on the sport is immeasurable, and his influence will be felt for generations. He has changed the game forever. In conclusion, Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup in Qatar 2022 was a whirlwind of emotions, a testament to his enduring spirit and a glimpse into the future of Portuguese football. It was a tournament where he broke records, faced unprecedented challenges, and ultimately experienced the heartbreak of elimination. It was a powerful reminder that even for legends, some dreams remain just out of reach. But let's not dwell on what wasn't. Let's celebrate the incredible journey, the record-breaking moments, and the sheer will of a man who pushed the boundaries of what's possible in football. Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy is secure not because of one trophy, but because of his relentless pursuit of greatness, his unmatched dedication, and his ability to inspire millions. He is and always will be an icon. So as we look back on Qatar 2022, let's remember the tears, but also the triumphs, the moments of individual brilliance, and the collective effort. This wasn't just a World Cup for Portugal. It was a chapter in the epic story of Cristiano Ronaldo. And while the World Cup dream may remain unfulfilled, his place in the pantheon of footballing legends is absolutely undeniable. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into a truly unforgettable moment in sports history.